Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. I'm Aida Jasmine, and today I'm going to share with you 7 common mistakes that we use to stop our manifestations from coming to us. So let's get stuck straight into it. The first one is consistency, or more so, not being consistent about our manifestations. We often look at the scarcity and the lack. Why isn't it coming? Where is it? Where's my manifestations? Being consistent about your manifestation is how you're actually going to attract it into your life. So being consistent is key to doing it daily. It's to ensure that your manifestations flow to you with ease and grace and flow. So one of the common mistakes is not being consistent in your manifestations. And that can look like, yes, I desire to have more money in my life and it's flowing to me and I'm so grateful for all those money that I'm showing up, so grateful. And then moments you'll be like, I can't afford that, or that's too expensive, oh my gosh, I don't have any money in my life, where is my money, why is it not coming, where is it not fast enough? Can't live in both polarities. Consistency is required to ensure that you're magnetizing what you desire and deserve to you. So being consistent, visualizing each and every day, feel it as if you have it here and now is one key on manifesting your desires, and also a common mistake that we're making in not being consistent enough. The second one is framing yourself in a negative thought. So that can look like, I don't want to have that kind of partner in my life. Or, I've got so much debt at the moment. I don't have enough money, or I can't afford that. Or I would like to manifest out of debt. Whereas we're focusing on the debt in that moment. So to flip that, we want to focus on having more abundance in our life, more money, so that I can freely circulate more money in my life, to be able to buy anything that I desire, to cover all of my expenses. We're creating that shifting from the negative context, can't afford that, don't have enough money, I no longer want debt, don't want that kind of partner, to I'm desiring to have an abundance of money so all of my expenses are catered for. I'm desiring a partner who is so loving, compassionate, caring, nurturing, all of the positive aspects, attributes that we desire. So shifting from the negative context to a really positive one. That's number 2. Number 3, manifesting doesn't have a time limit. So try not to specifically set a time on your manifestations. I want my divine counterpart, my partner by today. I want to meet someone this weekend. Or I want to get married by the time I'm 30 and have 3 kids, picket fence, dog, cat, the living the dream. And there's nothing wrong with living the dream. However, by putting a specific time frame on it, puts your body in a fight or flight mode. It can focus on the scarcity and the lack of, rather than allowing it to flow to you in divine timing. And often we can collapse time through our alignment of things that are truly there and desiring for us, truly part of our soul mission and soul plan, rather than attracting things or wanting things because that's what we think we need. So when we're placing time frames around our manifestations, we want to ensure that it's aligning with our true energy and our soul's calling, not from a space of lack, fear, or scarcity. Number 4, try not to focus on the big goal all of the time. We need to also be mindful of the smaller steps each way. So big goals are beautiful, and I really encourage you to have your grand goals, but also focus on how you're going to achieve them, how you're going to show up each and every day to align with the energy of those manifestations. Because if we're micromanaging at the same time, we can trip up on the small little steps and be so focused on that we lose sight of the big goal. And the universe can often be giving us ways and ultimate means to achieve that, because the universe sees the grand scheme and the grand picture of things. We want to be sitting back and being mindful and open, visualizing, but using your manifestations is a form of rehearsal of how you're achieving those goals. We can't just sit at home waiting for our Prince Charming or our knight in shining armor or our damsel or our princess to be knocking on our door. We also need to be placing ourselves out there. If you're desiring a partner in your life, what are some of the attributes that you'd like for your partner, and placing yourself in the same position that you are able to meet them, doing common things together. So if you enjoy surfing, then your partner may be on the beach. You're not going to find them in a shopping mall or at home sitting on the couch. So focusing on the grand goal, but also using manifestation as a rehearsal, using the visualization each day on how you're going to achieve those goals, and allowing the source, divine intuition, your highest level self, to also show you the way. It's another key mistake that we can use is by not taking inspired action and just waiting for things to come to us. Number 5 is thinking you should have all of the answers. And I get this quite a lot where people come to me that I feel stuck. I don't know what to do. And that stalls our manifestations. Because again, we're looking at it from a physical, real world perspective. It's like, I just don't have it now. I'm seeing the lack of. By feeling stuck, you're not allowing yourself to invite in divine flow into your life. And we become easily unmotivated. Because then we're not taking inspired action when we're receiving the messages, when we're seeing a pathway being laid for us, or we're actually having to shift through our comfort zone to ensure that we receive our manifestations, especially when they are beautiful, grand goals. And there's nothing wrong with having the desire for those things in our life when they are in true alignment with our soul's calling. So become the student. Do the work to move through the uncomfortableness that is required. Allow yourself to sit through the moments of rest and recharge, allowing yourself to receive the way to be shown. And if you're feeling stuck, or if you feel like you're needing to force something, to push or grind and hustle, there is another way. Because the universe allows divine flow, and everything is cyclical. Everything is birth, death, and rebirth. Taking action when we're receiving when we're receiving the inspired action, the inspired intuition comes through. Taking action on that, knowing that rest is also required in order for your fruit to bear fruit, your seed to grow. Which leads us to number 6, which is not doing anything about it. We're not taking the inspired action. We're waiting for things to happen. We're waiting for things to come. We just seem to be in this space of waiting, which is very different to divine timing. We're being very passive in our manifestations rather than taking inspired action. So allow yourself to be divinely guided, to be divinely inspired, and to take action when it's required. The universe doesn't enjoy hustle, push, force, grow. It's not how things happen. They grow and they flow. And you absolutely can have it all. And everything flows in divine timing with inspired action and inspired effort. So being mindful of coming in that passive energy versus inspired action energy. And number 7 is not celebrating even the small wins. Because we keep shifting the bar sometimes. When we received everything that we've wanted, we keep shifting the bar and we forget that we've actually achieved the milestones along the way to our grand goal. Celebrate the small wins, no matter what they are. And often reflecting helps us to see how far we've come, but not reflecting in such a way that leaves us in scarcity and lack. We have to embody the energy of being our manifestations. Take time and space each and every day to focus on the grand goal and the steps in which is required for you to take the inspired action towards those goals. Do the rehearsal, the mental rehearsal, which helps to clear out blocks, challenges, scarcity, lack, in being able to receive your manifestations and celebrating each milestone, each step along the way. So celebrate the small wins along the way to the grandest goals and desires. So they're my 7 common mistakes that I see when people are coming to me saying, my manifestations isn't working, this isn't working for me. So they're the 7 common mistakes that we can often make when we're trying to manifest more in our life. So thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please place your comments below if you resonate with any of those. I know that I have certainly done even one, if not all of them, at some stage in my life. And the moment that I created that shift and was consciously aware of how and that I was making these mistakes, when you can create the shift and the mindset, then the manifestations start to flow to you with ease and grace and flow. And that is my desire for you, that you absolutely can have it all, and you both deserve it and desire it, because it is absolutely your birthright. So thank you for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow, and it also helps to support others as well. And hit the notification bell. You'll be notified when my next video is also up, and it also lets me know that you resonate, and it inspires me to create more content for you. So thank you for joining me. I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Namaste.